don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Welcome to the RBC Dominion Securities Western Canadian Showdown. We are very proud to sponsor this event for our community and surrounding area. We wish everyone good curling and best of luck.
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you and your...
We're back in Stuttgart at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Showdown. Second end is underway. Heidt put in button shot with his first one, Dunstone for the corner guard, and then came in with a guard or attempted guard that slipped into the ring, and now they're attempting tripping over. So it looks like it's going to be a slightly different plate end, Rachel.
Yeah, it looks like it. We'll have a little more rocks in play. Some action going. Probably hoping to roll just a little bit more over that corner, but still not a bad spot.
Yep, nose just short of rolling into the corner guard, and team Height will try to move that redstone and back to center line.
Okay. That was Mitch Height for a really good shot. Nice roll to the other side. Well, it's pretty tough to get that perfect roll in that spot, so. Okay. A really good double by Team Dunstone. I think the Heidt boys probably try to hit and get a little bit of a roll in behind the guard. Or the other way. That works pretty good too. It's just going to force the Dunstone team to chase them. They have control of this end so far. I'll just hit. Well, Jeff's been curling pretty good all weekend so far, so I think on Dunstones we'll probably try to get the roll under cover. Should curl pretty nicely here. Just try to get a little bit extra finish. We'll get a little roll. Here comes the first skip stone. And a good shot by the Heidt boys. This will be Matt's first rock of the second end here in Swiftcurrent. Pretty close to that guard. It's a great shot by Dunstone. Quite a bit of weight on this one. Just able to clip it. And we might be looking at another blanket.
So in the Dunstone Height game, after 2 blankets of play, 0-0 at the RBC Women's Securities here in Swiftcurrent. We're just coming back to you after a short interval. Don't worry.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
No, I got nothing. If they can hear you on their ends, then it should be fine. I'll just stay here, but...
They can't hear me?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. To ask Jerry, I don't know.
Yeah. When I talk to the headset, I hear you and I hear you in here.
Yeah.
Join us this March for the House of Hearts Charity Bonspiel in Duluth, Minnesota. Help raise funds for Project Joy, who provides meals for hungry kids in our community. Every donation helps to ensure no child goes hungry. Join us and make a difference. Together, we can spread joy.
Hey Clayton, we can hear you.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Are you sure your microphone is selected in the drop-down?
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
In the drop down,
Here's a course I should probably take.
Here.
Conflict resolution.
But I have a
power line safety.
Yeah, I thought it might help me
to be
with
coming
my
from your
calls.
headset, otherwise
Did
it
you know
picks
this
up all
Aztec
background.
website has over 100 safety courses?
So is it better now?
Now I can
Aztec
see that.
Safety online
No, I hear you.
Okay.
Ground disturbance.
See how that works now. Rachel
Could
says
use
she
that
can
a
hear
few
me now
seconds
good
ago.
too. Yesterday I had to turn that off, so I don't know what's going on with my computer.
You're getting echo through Rachel's mic as well, so just make sure you're not facing.
After 2 ends of play, we're at a 0-0 game here at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Showdown. Third end of play saw a center line shot 4 foot for Team Height. Then Dunstone threw up a corner guard. Then Heidt threw another one into the rings, and now Dunstone is going to attempt to go around the corner guard, and it looks like he'll bury one around the corner. We apologize for the first 2 ends. We seem to have some technical issues, probably mainly with my computer, but hopefully we got it back up on board, and Rachel and I can start yapping together here pretty soon and have something a little more going on other than just calling a curling game. Mitch Heidt is attempting to follow the Dunstone rock around there a little bit to choke off the corner some more, and hopefully in his game plan have a force for Dunstone so we won't have another blank end.
Having quite a few more rocks in play this end so far, so
An attempt here to try and pick that rock off the 8 foot and roll towards center line. Looks like it's very tight to the guard. It does rub, and he'll roll in and nestle kind of between the 2 Height stones, which is actually not a bad shot. I think that's pretty good for what happened, and probably a plan B.
That's the way you want to miss the shot.
What a disaster. Is it working good now, or
What does it sound like?
I don't know. It was a disaster down in the office when I was listening. Yours sounds real clear. Okay.
I was talking to Chris. You couldn't hear me up there. Okay. So this is working right now.
You think yours have a shot for 5?
Mitch Heidt with his second rock.
Yours got one. Had a double. Easy.
Now I can start paying attention to the game, try to figure out what they're talking about.
Is his working now? Yeah.
Dunstone attempting to move some of that yellow granite out of the rings. Only successful in removing one yellow stone, but he does leave 3 red stones hanging around, so they have to be a concern for Height.
'Cause it's working good now, though, right? Yeah, we'll just leave it now. Okay, we'll do. Nerds. He thought that might not work. He said this would be a little bit louder. I don't know why it's not working great because it was working great before. Swallow that thing. That's much to the burner, yeah.
I'll say that, boys. We'll try to get some red rocks moving.
This is really working good. You guys are good.
Oh, great shot there, the Heights.
And Height makes a tremendous half the house cross double to lie 1, 2, 3. It looks like Dunstone will be able to do a lot of damage hitting that high one. Might get all 3 of them.
This is pretty cool.
Dunstone able to get rid of 2.
Successful in removing 2, so that leaves Dunstone in a pretty decent position to score multiple points. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties we've been having. We got a couple amateurs here commentating and just trying to get all our lines lined up, and pretty soon we hope we can do some chatting while the game goes on and give you our perspective of the game. Oh, you had a little slippage there and some rocks moved. We'll see how they replace them. More importantly, we hope he hasn't hurt himself. Looks like he might have banged a knee.
Eric? Fucked his knee?
Yeah, like he went down. Yeah. I was on replay.
Oh.
Yeah, on the replay, it looked.
There goes my dad grabbing him a chair.
We're back here at the Swift Current Curling Club. Matt Dunstone was just sweeping a rock. You see him, or you might be able to see him sitting on a chair to the side there. It appeared on the replay that when he fell into the rocks, he could have quite easily banged his knee on one. We'll show you the replay here. Matt's coming in to sweep out the opponent's rock. And he slips, and I think his left knee could have hit that yellow rock on the side as well as other parts of his body hitting the ice, so we hope he's okay. They're going to give him a little time to rest up and rub the sore spots, and you'll see what happens here in a few minutes. He's up and moving around. Just took his gripper off his slider to see how that feels. But, it looks better now than it did a moment ago. He's going to try a practice slide on an unpebbled sheet. I don't know if that was a good idea. Wasn't really a slide, more of a stretch.
Yeah.
Another bad jokes again. Still some time.
You thought hockey players were tough. Our curlers are much tougher. He's back in action already.
What's Gucci doing here? He's been in trouble with everything.
So our game's back in action here. It looks like Matt is pretty much okay. He's squatting down on his haunches anyway, so we can assume the knee's not broken. Oh, Jason Jacobson is going to ask Mitch Heidt to do a hit and roll off that red one and nestle into that pile to our right. I'm sure he'd like to see the redstone removed on the outer ring as well, and he could leave two somewhat undercover under that corner guard and make things a little tricky for Dunstone.
Just got to be careful in that roll if you don't hit it at the angle where you're going to take out your other yellow, but see what happens here.
And Jacobson hit that just a little too thin, rolled out the back, and does give Dunstone now the opportunity to be line two with Jacobson with one rock remaining.
See how Patty's first slide is after taking that fall.
So Dunstone splits the rings almost perfectly. So what do you think the Heidt team's going to do here, Rachel? Are they going to surrender to one by just taking the hit?
I think so. Take the simple shots and get out of this end. Set up a deuce for the next one.
Jason Jacobson of the Heidt team does the hit and roll to back four, leaving Dunstone open hit for his 2 in the third end. And Dunstone makes no mistake. Hit for 2 at the end of 3 ends. It's 2-0 Dunstone at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Showdown in Swift Current. We will be back with the 4th end in a few moments.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life, when I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
We're back in Swift Current at the RBC Wealth Management Western Showdown. After 3 ends of play, Team Dunstone picked up his 2 in the third end to lead it 2-0 after blanking the first 2 ends. With me is Rachel Schlechter. She's actually not with me right at the moment. She had to go change the batteries in her earbuds, so the technical difficulties seem to be flaunting us a little bit. If you're watching earlier, Matt Dunstone took a bit of a spill by his last 2 shots in the second end. You wouldn't have noticed, so it appears he'll be okay, and hopefully it doesn't stiffen up on him tomorrow. So in the fourth end, Dunstone threw up that center guard that you see. Then Heidt drew to the top of the forefoot. Dunstone froze to it, and I think that was an attempted freeze by the Heidt team that just rubbed and slipped to the back, and Dunstone will stack another one up top. He's now calling for more than a freeze. He wants to hit that one gently and roll to the side and release that red frozen stone. Probably enough to push the yellow stone out the back. So he does get the hit and the roll to the wings. If it hangs around, it looks like it will. Rachel is now back with me, and I think we've got our technical difficulties behind us.
Okay.
So while they're out here deciding what to do, you're curling this as well as taking care of the ice, as well as commentating. What other jobs you got lined up? Are you going to do some bartending, or maybe some car driving, or?
Yeah, I might. I'm here for whatever they need me for.
A busy person never gets into trouble, right? Is that what they told you at school?
Exactly, yeah. Well, it's been pretty good, and be able to play the event and be working the ice is kind of pretty cool, and you really do understand what the ice is doing and why it's doing it. I don't know enough to really make any big changes to know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm getting there.
So when you get curling with, I'm going to say people older than you, maybe not people as old as me, but that much older than you, do you learn something new every time you go out?
I definitely do, yeah. I learn a lot about just how the game really is played, and it's on a way different level than juniors. And there's so much experience in so many years, so really you kind of soak in everything that I can and try to play to the best of my abilities.
So I never looked at the draw. How's your team doing?
It could be better.
Sounds like me.
Lost our first 2, unfortunately, and we'll just have to wait till Saturday at 8 a.m. to play our next one.
Well, the top-ranked team here is in the same boat, so it's time to buckle up, not get down in the dumps, right?
Oh, exactly. We'll ride the C train to the final. So.
Heidt attempting to draw one into the pile here. Actually trying to freeze on top of the red, I would think, and it looks pretty close. Probably an inch from perfect.
It's been pretty consistent, so you can get your draw weight down and hold on to it. They'll be set for their whole weekend.
Thinking this ice is probably as fast as what they curl on even in arenas.
Pretty close.
Dunstone puts one just biting top four in front of two of Heidt stones, which is a concern for Jacobson, who's skipping the Heidt team. He's going to try to sneak one around it, so pretty soon, shortly, you could have, 5 stones either in or biting the forefoot.
A lot of rest for having play.
They decide to have a bit of a team meeting here to see what would be best. What's your prediction, Rachel?
Well, I'm not really sure. We just don't want to place the stone in an area where Dunstone will be able to get a double or a triple, and there's really not a whole lot of opportunity left to get into that forefoot. So, gotta be careful where this goes.
You're right. I think if they go top forefoot, especially on the left side as we look at it, I think the triple could be there.
Still a very tough shot. These are also very good teams. So.
Height does have hammers, so I'm pretty sure they're thinking more than one shot ahead and not wanting that button and forfeit to get too congested. It looks like they're electing to get rid of some granite.
To get rid of that center guard and open up the area of play and be able to have a little bit more opportunities, make it easier for yourself later.
It's funny how often we'll say that it looks like the blank's out of play, and 3 shots later we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, sure. Especially with these men's teams, the amount of weight they can throw is a little crazy, so.
Well, when you said that, I timed a few of the women's takeouts. I didn't get to try to time this one, but I timed some of the women's takeouts, and they were not moving slow. It looks like Dunstone's going to try to do a run on yellows here. I don't see the one on its broom going much of anywhere, but these guys prove me wrong every time I say something.
Well, thankfully that it's thin enough, it should be okay, but they are probably going to use their shoes.
Well, I want you to mark down I was right once.
Yeah.
And like I said before, the last 2 rocks, it didn't look like a blank end was in play, and we're not far from that being an opportunity. Jason Jacobson, I'm sure, will prefer to try and get his 2 versus the blank. This looks close to a jam. Not quite the jam, but he did not remove the redstone. Opportunity now for Dunstone to hit and lie 3.
One's in the back will be a little dangerous, but
These types of calls are always interesting. They're still looking for a slight roll to the right as you look at it, and for us club curlers, that's got jam written all over it.
that's going to be tight to avoid those reds. Use a toes, they can do it.
Colton looked over his left shoulder, so I guess the thought must be in their mind a wee bit as well. That might have been a different little wiggle that Dunstone just pulled off in the hack there. I wonder if he's working off a tightness from the fall.
Yeah, could be.
With that tuck slide, a sore knee would not be a good thing. I can't imagine sore knee being a good thing anytime when you're curling. Makes a nice hit and roll. Team Height will have some tough shots to be able to generate his deuce. I'm assuming he's going to remove the top one, try to get a roll to his right a little bit, and bring the other reds into play if Dunstone tries to remove it. Sweeping hard to keep it straight. Now they've relaxed, so and back on it again, so it must be close to what they want.
Oh, so it should be pretty close. I'll get a little roll.
Little bit of a roll, but it's not much different than the previous one. It's a little further to the right side of the sheet as you look at it. Dunstone won't be trying any fancy roll here, and a nose or even a little bit of a roll to his right would be okay, and put the force on for Jacobson. He'd probably prefer to hit right on the nose, make the draw area for Jacobson as small as he can.
Pressure shot as well. Draw against 4, probably. Do the top one.
Try and get this one to curl a bit. It looks like he's going to have a significant roll to his right. And, oh, jammed it. Now, the question is, yes, I believe Jason Jacobson will have a takeout or a draw tap to score his 2. His second shot with the jam on the left side there.
The nose hit will do for Jacobson.
So after a slight error by Dunstone, we have a 2-2 game after 4 ends at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Western Showdown here at the Innovation Federal Credit Union Niplex in Swift Current. We'll see you in a moment.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
We're back in Swift Current at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Western Showdown. After 4 ends of play, it's tied at 2. Fourth end, Matt Dunstone had a chance to remove a stone to lie 3 to force a 1, but slight miscalculation. He ended up jamming one of Heidt's stones onto one of his own at the back of the rings, giving Jason Jacobson, the skip for the Heidt team, the opportunity to hit and stick for his 2, and he made no mistake capitalizing on that slight error by Dunstone. So we're tied at 2, playing the 5th end. Dunstone will have hammer. So Rachel, are you living in Regina now?
Yes, I am.
Going to school?
Yeah,
Working?
I'm
Both?
Yeah, well, I switched school programs. I'm a student paramedic at the moment.
So why didn't you run down when Dunstone fell?
Well, you know, there's a lot of people out there, and it would take quite a while for me to get to them. So, my father had it handled with the chair. So okay.
He taught you well, did he?
Oh, yeah.
Good, good, good. So going to school, paramedic, and working at the Highland?
Yes, I am with Darren and Russ. It's been a lot of fun. Learning a lot from those old guys.
Us old guys have got a lot to tell you. The first thing you need to learn is when to listen.
Yeah, oh, exactly.
I did say when to listen.
Darren's one of the best ice makers in the province, so it's been cool to kind of learn and be working under him. And
Absolutely. I think Swift Current Curling Club can be very proud of Jason Broughton and all you guys that help him work with the ice. It's second to none. I'd like to give Chris Heidt a plug, but I don't think I will. I did yesterday, and I've regretted it ever since. Quick shout out to Curl Stadium and Jerry down east there. Curl Stadium, I don't remember exactly when it came in our rink, but I think this is our third year with it.
Yep.
Third, maybe fourth. It has been a game changer. We have had a tremendous amount of support from local sponsors helping the curling club out, and without question, Curl Stadium had a lot to do with generating that interest in advertising here. So thank you to Curl Stadium. With the center line getting fairly well cluttered up there, and Height's going to try and tuck another one around, and I'm thinking that next shot by the Dunstone team will be granite flying, but we'll see how that progresses.
probably need to open up something in the center to have an opportunity to score.
Bit of a wreck there up front and doesn't quite get in for second shot Stone, so Dunstone's considering run a corner one in or clear the center. Looks like he's asking his front end for about 3 different choices here.
Yeah, got a lot of options.
A lot of options, but I think removing some of that granite up front is included in each of the options.
Yeah.
Colton's going to go down and have a chat. So there we are, proved wrong again. I don't think there's any granite flying with this one.
Nope. I come through the hole. And they do.
He sets in a pretty nice rock there. It's not removable with a direct hit, unless Jacobson's going to call a run back of some kind, but it doesn't appear he's going to do that either. So it looks like maybe just follow it down. Try to tuck this one in there as well, making it difficult for Dunstone to create a 2 out of it, maybe get the force of 1 out of it. So he does move it back to frozen on the back stone. Dunstone still remains shot though, but as I indicated earlier, it's getting tougher and tougher to get that second point. The nice part of it is no matter what he tries, if he happens to hit the redstone, the yellow is going to leave that it's frozen to. So his redstone that's in there, that shot right now, is fairly safe.
Didn't go anywhere, as long as you don't hit it too thin. I don't have to worry about that with shot here.
He makes a nice run back to pick it off the top. He was trying to hit it a little fuller. He could have actually got a nose. I still don't think he'd have been second shot, but he'd have been up biting the forefoot.
It looks like Jacobson's going to try to draw again.
Yes, now that same draw is there for Heidt. If Jacobson happens to melt this in like the last one, it'll be frozen on top of Dunstone and probably shot rock, and making it very difficult for Dunstone to score, or at least to score multiple points. Looked like Jacobson was a little light on that draw, ended up crashing a bit out front and pretty much plugging up that center line totally. Doesn't leave Dunstone much other than a tap back into the forefoot, but in saying that, he has a red stone available to do exactly that.
If he makes this, could be trouble for the Height boys, so a tricky run back to get rid of the red. See what happens.
Yeah, if he gets this run back perfectly, Dunstone could be line 3. This looks pretty close.
Very good shot by Matt Dunstone.
Definitely lying too. Without question, the weight he threw there, he wasn't even remotely trying to get rid of that Yellowstone just yet.
the moments like that Yellowstone is helping them. Those reds aren't going anywhere.
Well, the only way they would go anywhere is running another redstone in there, and I'm pretty sure that's not an option they want to carry forward with. So while they're doing this, maybe I do have time for my little Christmas story. Did you hear how the angel got her place on top of the Christmas tree? Well, it was about a week before Christmas, and Santa got up one morning, and Mrs. Claus was just in one bear of a mood and screaming at him. And he finally got fed up and left the shack and went outside, and all the reindeer are all over the place, and they'd been partying the night before, and Rudolph was passed out, and things are just looking from worse to worse. And when he got to the toy shop, here were all the owls picketing around the toy shop. They wanted more money just before Christmas. That sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, just at that moment, the angel walked by carrying a Christmas tree, and she said, "Santa, what would you like me to do with this tree?" Back to curling. It would appear that Jacobson is just trying to freeze into those two to limit the damage. I didn't actually see the call, but I don't think he can remove any of them. So just trying to protect the fact that Dunstone doesn't get the third point, I believe.
It a little bit. There's a little bit of separation between the rocks now.
Unfortunately, he rolled off that a little bit for Dunstone to draw now. If anything, the two Heidt stones there probably give him a help. So Matt Dunstone throwing his final rock in the fifth end. Already lying two, trying to get that third point and give him a little bit of comfort anyway. It's that third point's a huge one.
Yep.
When I'm curling, any point is a huge one. The sweepers like the weight. They're going on it hard now. I think he's going to rub. So, a small error there by Dunstone in 5, but he still gets his 2. We'll be right back after a short break.
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
We're back in Swift Current at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Western Showdown. After 5 ends of play, it's Team Dunstone with a 4-2 lead over Team Heidt. Dunstone did have the opportunity for the 3rd point, but came up just shy on light on weight and crashed on the guards, but still was able to get us 2. Seems to be curling and looking good after his spill in 3, so things are good on that front. Dunstone put his first stone, top of the button. Height team threw up corner guard. Dunstone will put one just short of the house, maybe in the house, in line with one on the 4-foot. Actually, gave it a slight tap. Jacobson is electing still to ignore and go around the corner guard for Team Height. Height has another corner guard on the same side. Dunstone will now throw the center guard.
Oh, looks like we're going to have quite a few rocks in play again this end.
Looks like this one's sliding a little deeper than what Matt had preferred. He doesn't want that to slip into the rings to give Team Height the chance to hit and roll under those corners, but it does stop in time. He is going to try to remove 2 or 3 or 1 of the Dunstone stones. Looks like just the high one. And a roll up.
Well, gives Dunstone another chance to set up the center guard.
That guard placed pretty much exactly where Matt asked for it, and we'll see. I think Heidt team, skipped by Jason Jacobson, is going to try to do the run back again. It's going to be tough to get rid of more than one red without leaving that yellow one hanging around at the top. He does just get one of them and scatters the guards around a little bit on the right-hand side of the screen as you look at it. On the left side as the skip looks at it. Dunstone again, trying to put up the center guard. Looks like this will be pretty close to where the last one was. Calling for the peel again. Run it back into the, pick some of those ones off the forefoot.
Well, if you hit it right off the nose, it should work. Tough to get that spot.
Problem with the nose is you leave the yellow stone there.
Able to move the field.
Not too bad a shot. It does leave a double there if Dunstone doesn't rearrange something and tough to guard. He is considering either the bump or the guard. Part of the fear might be if the guard's too short, we probably have a run back, or yeah, a hit for tripling him out. If it's close, he leaves a triple. If it's high up, he probably has a come around double or something. So once it's tight to the house.
Yeah, just depending on where this sits, the yellow might be able to be run in and get onto the reds, but let's see where this goes first.
Yes, Jacobson does have a lot of those yellows up there to play with. Bump back, run back. Well, that's exactly where Matt asked for it. Now, you'll see it appears that Team Height is looking at running that center line yellow back into the almost the crotch of the two reds. Probably hit the 4-foot one first and roll over and bump the other one out. Actually, if you hit half of either one of those, the other one goes.
Yeah, it should. Pretty close. Only hitting the one that's in the 8-foot would be a little bit more of a natural roll to the other one, but see where this goes. Should get rid of something.
That one over-curled on them substantially. Another brain teaser for us. What do you play?
I'm not really sure. I think probably the safest bet is just throw up another guard around the center and force them to a really tough one.
Yeah, looks like he's doing the come around. The problem with the draw up front is if Team Height does do a run back or a double bump, they'll kind of be faced, or they'll be in the same position Dunstone was last time. They're bumping rocks in, and then if the Height team bumps them in, Dunstone's going to have a tough time trying to get at them. So I'm not sure he wants to too comfortable throwing a guard. And at first thought, we were thinking of coming around with his out turn and putting it up against those. But coming down to reconsider his options. So it would like he does want to come in and maybe take any of those bump backs away from him. Jacobson will still have that one, I won't say way out on the wings, but just above the end there to angle in, but that's getting a long ways out there.
That was a really tough shot.
So I think where Dunstone wants this, it looks like probably full 12 and half to 3/4 buried around the top yellow by the S3 there. S3, another huge corporate sponsor for the curling club. They had a big spiel here last weekend.
Pretty good. A lot of these big teams that came here a week early are able to get used to the ice and have some time in the city. So it's really beneficial to the club.
Yes, we've had a couple of out-of-country teams here for sitting in Swiftfoot for the last 10 days.
Oh, really?
I'm thinking that's 2 feet deeper or 3 feet deeper than they wanted. We'll have to see what Team Height with Jason Jacobson having a little discussion with Drew on what's the best option here. I'm thinking the call is probably throwing enough weight to move those two reds back a bit, and his yellow will roll to his left and be under the corner guards a bit and hopefully shot rock. I don't think we'll see much more than half weight here.
Well, probably not. You don't want to throw too much and end up hitting and rolling somewhere, and you still got to get through that port. So.
Wrong again.
That's a good roll on that one.
Yeah, very nicely done. I love making calls and being wrong all the time. I do that in curling too.
Well, that's why I play lead now.
It would appear that Dunstone is discussing just a draw weight, tap that a little bit just to be shot rock. Right now, Height does have shot rock under cover. Here's the time when we always end up discussing, you know, is there going to be a point in time when we bring back those dreaded time clocks?
Yeah, for some teams, it's not a bad idea to have.
Commentators' nightmares to try and fill in time when they're doing these discussions.
Yeah.
I don't have any more Santa Claus stories at the tip of my lips. It does appear that they are going to play the shot that we originally discussed, just come down the center line and give their one that's fighting the 4 foot a little tap to bring it in for shot rock. And maybe even plug off the draw hole if there's one there for Jason Davidson. On its way, the Hardians aren't panicking or anything, a little bit. Now they're going to try to make it curl.
It's like pretty good weight.
It's pretty decent for weight. And he does hit shot rock. I don't know if his shooter rolled enough in the open for him to have a tap back double to take them both out of play. A little bit of a scary shot. You could actually end up giving him 2 that way. So. Bit of a tough shot for Jason, but this game's been full of some tough shots.
Yeah, not sure if he does this be a sit 2, but might just get 1.
Yeah, it doesn't appear you can see enough of that red stone to throw the way he wants to get his 2. Even if he could get to nose and hit and get the double, I don't think he would be shot rock in front of the redstone that's sitting in the middle of a 8-foot. So after a lot of discussion and looking, it appears that Jason Jacobson is going to try to do a double off the one in the middle of the 8-foot and get a slight roll if he can get to the inside edge of it. Get a roll and try and get his deuce that way. But that looks like a really tough shot.
I think it's a little bit of a safer option because there was no chance at really jamming on your own and giving Dunstone a couple.
Sweeping hard to hold it straight. Takes the top. So it will be a steal of 1. So Dunstone will be ahead 5-2 after 6. This is Clayton and Rochelle at the RBC Dominion Wealth Management Western Showdown Swift Current Curling Club. We'll see you in a moment.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
So after 6 ends of play, we have a 5-2 Dunstone lead against Heidt at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Western Showdown here in the Innovation Federal Credit Union iPlex, home of the Swift Current Curling Club. Should start to get interesting with a 3-point lead. I'm thinking Team Height's going to have to pull all the stops and see if they can't get something going.
Yeah, definitely want to grab your juice this end. Or at least try to steal if possible.
So you're in the last kick at the Cat at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
So your team's going to be here tonight to do some karaoke or team bonding or...
I don't think so. Like after this game, we'll probably go and have a nice team supper and relaxing evening together. Yeah, go to bed pretty early.
When I was your age, I didn't bond steel that way.
Yeah?
No. It was slightly different then. There was always an on-ice and off-ice competition.
Oh, yeah.
They both involved ice, but one was on ice and the other one was with ice.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'll be tomorrow night if we end up not doing so well, but should be pretty close. One tomorrow morning at least.
But tomorrow night you're going to have to go home early too because you'll have qualified.
Yeah, oh, there you go. See what happens.
So Team Heidt here, I won't say in desperation, but they do have to get, I would say, at least 2 this end, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm guessing you see the corner card disappear this time with Dunstone draw, unless he can actually get a one in the house, but nope. He's going to call the field with corner guard.
Well, when you're up enough points, you really want to keep things clean and make it easier for yourself. Play the hint game.
Yes, there's at least 2 rocks in the house that Team Heidt is going to have to deal with at some point. Not positive whose third shot there. Kind of looks like Heidt is third, but I believe they're playing the freeze on the rock that's on the button. Looks like it might overcurl. No, probably a little firm for what they wanted. I'm pretty sure Matt's just going to blast that one.
Get it just off the nose, which should go through the hole there. And might even get the double, but it's pretty thick. Might as well go for it. You're up quite a few.
Executed perfectly. Now I'm sure you're going to still see Jacobson freezing to something. I don't think taking a rock out of play is not what he wants right now. Everything's behind the tee line, so freezing anywhere is good. I'm almost betting at that last shot with Matt there. He wouldn't have minded seeing them picking off one of the reds at the back either. Once he got rid of 2 yellow, he would have been happy to see more reds go as well.
Yeah. Yeah, usually having rocks in the house doesn't always help you, so. It's like pretty good weight here.
Yeah, it looks like this one's over curling as well, I think. It looks probably going to be wide open. But you're right, the weight was perfect, so either wrong broom or not hit the broom or blame the ice.
Well, I would say it's more the broom placement. You always want to, on ice like this, it curls enough that you can take a little bit extra and use your sweepers. You just gotta trust that it'll get there, because it will.
Well, it's definitely getting to the spot where if the Heidt team puts them in the rings in front of the center line, it's getting tougher and tougher to.
Yep. Yeah, especially if you get close to the one that's right on the tee line. I don't think Dunstone would be afraid to hit out some of their own if they have to.
Well, a freeze for sure. The perfect freeze is the hardest shot in curling. I think everything has to be right.
Yeah, you're looking for that just perfect spot. It can't be an inch or two heavy or light.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
I still think if you blast it, it goes, but I think it'll spin out of there. But.
Okay, you have to throw a lot of weight at it, but see what that wants to do here.
Looks like they're taking a close look at it to see if they're staggered to get to there. I'll try to get a time on this takeout speed.
Well, it should be a pretty quick one.
My guess is 6.5. I'm wrong. Wrong on two things. He wasn't trying the double. He was trying exactly that. The nose hit, and then he's froze to the yellow. So pretty tough for them to do much with that stone without losing theirs.
Well, I think Jacobson will have the freeze again, just right on top.
But in Dunstone strategy, that's going to be fine. It's still going to be a tough two. And even if they get their two, Dunstone will be one up coming home with the hammer. We may see a shot here where Dunstone will willingly concede the single point. I don't know if we'll get boos for it or not, but he'll concede the point.
For Dunstone, giving up 1 is not a big deal. When you're up 2, coming home in 8 with hammer, it's usually good odds. See what Jacobson can do here.
It would appear they like the draw to the button for their option on Matt's last stone.
Yeah, it's going to make it really tough for the Heidt boys to get in there to score. Just a little bit heavier than they were hoping for.
Yeah, so it would appear that Team Heidt has a draw for the single, but I don't know how they can generate a 2 here. If there's some way they can get all those rocks moving and not lose the yellow one at the back of the 4-foot.
Well, I think if they hit anything, there's almost no chance of that back yellow sticking around, but if they move it far enough, the top one should count.
Can they go around the house and bring the one at the top of the 8-foot into play? But then I think if you roundhouse, I'm not sure the middle yellow one goes very far. Or middle red one goes very far, sorry.
Probably not. I think the easiest shot here would just be to try to draw to the pin and draw back to those reds, but I don't think that's what we're going with.
I'm thinking they're trying to do the roundhouse to get 2. I'm thinking they're thinking 1 isn't enough. That was not very far off.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Excellent shot.
I don't know if you could have thrown it any better than that.
So, after 7 ends of play, it will be a 5-3 lead for Dunstone. Playing the 8th, he'll be 2 up coming home with hammer. We'll see you in a couple of moments.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Sasktel Be Kind Online wants to stop cyberbullying. Want in on the action? We award up to $1,000 for youth initiatives that help spread kindness and prevent bullying. What great idea do you have to help stop bullying? Sasktel can help. Go to BeKindOnline.com and apply for a grant today. Together, we can make a difference.
We're back in Swiftcart at the Swiftcart Curling Club at the RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities Western Showdown. Playing the 8th end, Dunstone has a 5-3 lead with hammer. Center guard went up first, Dunstone came around it, another center guard, and Dunstone will come around it again. And I'm assuming now maybe Jacobson will try to come in and freeze on these, and Dunstone will be blasting center guards from here on in. That one rocked it over the guards. I think Dunstone's considering running the high guard and trying to get rid of another one. Double peel here would really put Dunstone in control.
Great shot by you, Jay.
That was quite a bit more than a double peel, but I'm pretty sure Dunstone's happy with, it doesn't look to the average curler like getting rid of those two on their center line do you any favors, but I don't think it hurt Dunstone feelings that that they disappear. Worst comes to worst, he should have a fairly open draw with his last stone at worst.
Yeah. I think if you're Dunstone for this end, you just try to keep it as clean as you can and keep it wide open to leave a simple shot for the end.
Yes, with his next two shots, if he can see yellow rocks disappear, get a double this one, he's down to singles from here on in.
Just like that.
So with that, it takes 4 rocks out of play for Heidt, leaving 4 rocks left, of which he has to score with 2 of them. So they'll probably come deep around the high one up front and hope for a crash, and then they can put one somewhere else in the house. And it's still going to take an error or something because Dunstone does have the hammer. So even if he can easily be line 2, but they're probably going to be a fairly routine shot for Dunstone to put the game away. Yeah, looks like that probably over curled, peeked out the other side. They'll take a rip at it and probably won't even hurt his feelings. If something happened, it curls up, he gets rid of both of his reds. It's still not a fail as far as the shot goes. So as we wind up the 8th end here, it doesn't look like we're going to go to extra ends, but anything can happen in curling. I'm Clayton Wicks, and I'm here with Rachel Schlechter. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Kinda. Had a lot of fun at the beginning with some of our own technical difficulties, and slowly got comfortable, got into it a little bit more. Want to thank Curling Stadium for having this system at the Curling Club, RBC Wealth Management, Dominion Securities for hosting and sponsoring this event. It's huge for curling to have sponsors like this. For all you watching out there, there is too many sponsors on the ice surface to try and list. I can't pan the cameras, but we have just as many signs hanging around up top of the building. Some of them are on the ice as well, but actually there's lots that aren't on the ice, they're just on the wall. So thanks to all the sponsors out there. I will give a quick thank you to our GM, Chris Heidt. He does a lot for our curling club, bringing these events here, and without him and the sponsors. Thanks to the ice crew. Our ice in Swift Current is, I'm going to say, second to none, because I've heard nothing but good comments from curlers all over the world. Swift Current and the Swift Current Curling Club should be proud of all of what they've done and what they do. Not a hat.
Oh, I think you got it covered.
Good luck in the morning, Rachel. Hopefully, I shouldn't say hopefully you win, because if I say hopefully you win, that means somebody loses and somebody has to lose. Hopefully it's a good game, and yeah, it'd be nice to see a local curler make it through and qualify. So best of luck going forward.
Yeah, thank you very much. We'll play as hard as we can, and we'll see what happens. It's the only thing we can do.
So Dunstone can put the game away here. If he gets a nose or a slightly broadside hit on his own, we'll remove the Heidt stone that they were trying to tuck in. They were trying to go a little deeper than that, but it didn't quite pan out that way. Dunstone's first rock is on its way. Sweepers say it's good. Third says it's good, and that's it. It will be a 5-3 final for Dunstone, as they can't complete the 8th end. Heidt ran out of rocks, so thank you, everyone. And this is Clayton and Rochelle at the RBC Dominion Securities Classic in Swift Current, or not Classic, Western Showdown. And we will see you at another game. Thank you.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.